Okay, hello and welcome to tonight's homework calc for Wednesday night, November 28th, 2012. We're going to jump right in with multi-distance problems. Distance is the amount of space between two things, and it's found by multiplying rate times time. Okay, so most of the problems that we did today in class all involve two parts, just like this problem that I'm going to do right here. We're going to do Pebbles jump 10 miles per hour for 30 minutes. Then she continued to jump at the same speed but did so for 4 hours. How far did Pebbles travel? Well, it looks like we're going to have to split up the times because one of them, as you can see, is in 30 minutes. The second one is 4 hours. Well, minutes and hours aren't the same rate. So I know that 30 minutes is a certain part of an hour, or I can convert hours to minutes. I'm going to convert minutes to hours though first. So if I have 30 minutes out of 60 minutes, that's equal to 30. So what we can do is the number that goes into 30 and 60 is 30. 30 divides into 60 two times. 30 divides into 30 one time. So it's 1/2 of an hour is really what we're talking about. Okay? So we're comparing 30 minutes to 60 minutes. Well, 60 minutes we know that is actually equal to 1 hour. And so the answer we get is half an hour. So my time then, that's my time, is half an hour to put everything in terms of hours. So now I get distance equals rate times time. Well, I know the first distance she did, the first time she was jumping, it was 10 miles per hour. That's a rate. For 30 minutes, we're going to replace that with half an hour so that we're in the same units as the next part of the problem. And so that is our time. So distance equals our rate, which is 10 miles an hour, times our time, which is half an hour. So distance equals half of 10, which is 5. So, and our distance is in terms of miles, so the distance is 5 miles. Okay? But that we're not done. That's only distance 1. We have to figure out what distance 2 is. Okay? Should have put little ones down there to show that that's distance 1. There's distance 2 is equal to her rate on the second part was the same speed, so it looks like she was still jumping at 10 miles per hour, but she did so for 4 hours, so I'm going to replace the new time with a 4. So distance part 2 is equal to 10 times 4, or 40 miles. Okay, and then it's asking us how far did Pebbles travel. So we have to add distance 1 and distance 2 to get the total amount she traveled. Well, distance 1 is 5 miles and distance 2 is 40 miles. So when I add them together, I get 45 miles. So that's the total distance Pebbles traveled in 4 hours plus another half hour that she was jumping at the same rate. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to the other side in just one moment. All right, and now here we are on the back side, addition trains. Maria is making number trains. Each train has an engine and some boxcars. Each engine and each boxcar has a number. This is an engine. These are boxcars. Each engine can pull a row of boxcars only when the numbers on the boxcars add up to the number on the engine. For example, the engine number 13 can pull boxcars with numbers 5 and 5 and 3 because 13 equals 5 plus 5 plus 3. So just like they explained here, this engine is a 13, so it's pulling one boxcar that has a 5, another one that has a 5, and another one that has a 3. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Put numbers on the boxcars so the engines can pull them. The number put on each boxcar must either be a 3 or a 5. I'm going to repeat that. The number put on each boxcar must be either a 3 or a 5. Okay, those are the only two numbers that you can use for this problem. Okay, so for example here we have a boxcar, an engine that has 11, so we're going to need boxcars that add up to 11 using only 3s or 5s. Here we have an engine that is 16, so we're going to have to use 4 boxcars that have only 3s or 5s that add up to 16. Again, here's an engine that has 21. We're going to have 5 different boxcars where they're only filled in with 3s or 5s in order to make a train that has, in order that the engine that has 21 can pull all those boxcars. Okay, if you have any further questions, please feel free to text or call or check the website. Thanks, good night, good luck, and go Bears! Rawr!